Hi, and welcome to today's devotional. Linda has us a message from 2 Corinthians chapter 9, and we're going to be reading verses 6 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 Corinthians 9, verse 6. But this I say, which he soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, but which he soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he has purpose in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always having all sufficiency in all things may abound to every good work.
Back a long time ago, when you listened to a preacher or you listened to maybe a teacher or something, I always thought sometimes this meant that it was giving our money in church, because they talked about it so much about, give to the church, because the church had to stay up and running too.
Sure.
And so I never did get this too well until later on. But, when we are cheerful in giving, it doesn't mean just giving money to the church. We give of ourselves. We give like to our neighbors. We give to the people at church. We give to people outside our church. And, that's one thing about this Christmas season is that shoe boxes is being filled from all kinds of churches around our United States and sent to countries overseas to where these little boys and girls can have a Christmas present, can have a dolly in their box, and some little toys and a Bible verse and just little things like that. So, if you can't fill a shoebox, then you can give uh, whatever you have for them to help pay for little things to send to a little girl or little boy, to put in a shoebox because their Christmas is so important. And sometimes I think their Christmas means more to me than what my Christmas means to me. I mean, it's just so good to get the word out to them and get them a little dolly that they'll treasure for maybe the rest of their life in this world. And they may become a Christian. They may believe in God and ask God into their heart. And that's what it is about giving. And, like our neighbors, just the people around us, we can always bake cookies or bake brownies or bake a cake or fix some kind of dinner for our neighbors. We can do that. Or for people that's hurting, we need to find out who needs something and go ahead and fix it. I know that sometimes people don't have a lot, and sometimes if you've got a little box of cake mix that you can fix into a bundt cake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though you don't have a lot, God will give back to you. I know He will. He loves when you give from your heart, and I love to do that. I love to give little things, and Dan is one person that loves to give to our neighbors. If somebody new moves in, he wants to take a thing of cookies over. He wants to bake cookies and take them to the neighbors. It don't matter how burnt they are. he still wants to take it. And I agree with him. I think that it is so good when you do something like that, and I think God blesses you for that, and He loves you for having a giving heart. And I've seen so many of our older people, like in our Sunday school class, how much they give to others. And it's just really played a big part in my life, to see how that they give. And they're not stuck up about it. They're just down to earth people. And they love to give to others that need that. And they've even given to me and Dan, even when I was in a hospital or when we've been sick or something. They've brought a cake over, or when our mom was sick, or
Yeah.
just to come over for no reason, bring cookies to mom or something. It's just been so wonderful, and I appreciate it so much. But, I wanted to say this, that when you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. And when you sow bountifully, you will reap bountifully. And this is so true in God's Word. And so I hope that you will read this and think about it. And if you're one not to give, and you want to give, do a little something for your neighbor.
There you
And
go.
I think it'll be great.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us this evening, and we hope you join us again tomorrow.